live, where at least the bass, the lead, chords, horns, all that will be curated by a producer, and it was almost, or at least it will have a live instrument in there. But now, technology has made recording so simple that all those live instruments have been sampled and put in a laptop that you can buy and get a software. And depend on how intelligent you are, you can create something even much better than the live music that we were creating back then. So I think technology has changed it. And even apart from the way technology has changed the music, from how we even receive the music. Art is not what's in your head, it's what people see. So you have created a beautiful song, you spend 10,000 Ghana cedis to do live recording, and then the song will be enjoyed on a phone. So because of the devices that we are even using to consume music today, it is forcing or it is nudging artists to use certain sound, to use certain electronic sounds that prior to this new technology we didn't use. And the way even music is consumed nowadays, first you finish recording your song, you take it to Musica for the sort of censorship board to go through it and okay it and say it doesn't have any verbal taboos or things like that. Before now, you give it to a producer will give it to a distributor will give it to a retailer before someone could own it. Now I can finish my song and post it on Instagram and 2 million people see it instantly. So it has changed. And when we started, we didn't have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that, where even the way we relate to the fans also has changed. Now, before your fan could see you, that person would have to wait until your annual event or when Baby Joy is doing a program, and then they will pay 200 cedis to come and see their favorite artist. Now, as an artist, you do not have to hide yourself anymore. You have to make yourself relevant to your fans. So even beyond the music, what are you doing? And talk to them constantly on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and give them the opportunity to come into your personal life, so that the relevance of the way you are living your life will rub up upon them, and then they will. So it has changed. First, this interview that we're about to do about my song, immediately we are done, you say, so where can we buy the music? I say, oh, Ajikut, you name it. This is Despite Music, Kokumlimli. Now, no, the music is available at once online, and we used to make a lot of money by selling units. Now we don't anymore because people must stream the music or buy it online, and it's not everybody who has a Visa card or trust that if he puts his Visa card into a certain data, people will not. So the music has changed. There's a gift and a curse. For me, I think the most interesting part of it is music, like any other business, is built on innovation. So if you don't evolve, you dissolve.
I like that.
Exactly. So it's very key that you get to know the changing faces of the music through its culture, through its tradition, through its technology, its business, its economies, and take part of it intelligently. Yes.
So clearly the industry has changed.
Yes.
But would you say that the quality has changed as well? I mean, you talked about the creation process and the fact that in the past it would almost have to be a live recording, and you'd have instruments in there. Today, the process has been simplified thanks to technology. But what do you think has happened to the quality of music? Has it got better or worse or the same?
I think that the sonic experience, as in what you are perceiving, what you are hearing, has improved way better. Now, music, when the glass drops in the song, you can hear it because of technology. But in terms of musicianship, I can't say all, but conventionally, I think musicianship has gone down. Conventionally. But there are still great musicians like this guy that like whose birthday today, like Bruno Mars, and there are great musicians who are still making good music as it used to be done. But now,
how about Ghana's industry? Would you say it's the same?
If you listen to a song like "Touch It" by Kiddy, you realize that the song has been produced to communicate not just the sonic experience, but a certain mood. That's why the whole world is paying attention to it. So the musicianship generically is not as it used to be. but the sonic experience has improved, and I think it makes up for the fact that we don't have live instruments as we used to. And the live instruments, they give the songs a much longer shelf life.
Yeah.
So if you have a saxophonist, you have a guitarist, the bassist, what it does when people listen to the music, they can 2 years later hear the guitar and hear this effect here and hear these doo-woos here. But now the idea of creating music is no longer for people to hear the instrument, but to feel the vibe.
Yeah.
So it's actually, I can't say it's a gift and a curse.
It's interesting, because you've taken us through a few things.
Yes.
You've talked about how the technology has improved. Okay.
Yes.
You've talked about how the access to the audience has also improved.
Yes.
So you would think that with time, this ought to give us access to better musicianship. We should have better musicians.
I agree.
Why is the opposite happening?
I think that let me speak on Ghana. In Ghana, the music industry focuses too much on pop culture.
Right.
So it is just the popular music and popular musicians who are making the in-turns or who are making the inroads. So for example, jazz music is not well developed in Ghana. Traditional music is not, I'm not saying there are no musicians, they are musicians, but it doesn't have a core fan base because we are not curating the fan base. Jazz music, traditional music, indigenous music, folk music, all those forms of musicianship is not rising, but popular music is on the rise. So I can technically say that popular music and gospel music is they are the only genres of music that are rising. The others, they don't get opportunity to shine. But pop music, and it's not an island. It must coexist in the whole generic economy of the whole industry. So if we want great musicianship, we need to give live musicians, traditional musicians, we need to give all of them the opportunity to also shine. The audience must become intentional about finding alternative forms of music, so that as we play traditional music, if we play crisscross Africa, if we play music with indigenous music instruments like korogo and things like that, those musicians will also become popular. Then their children will want to be like them. So I think that the overemphasis on pop music is what is lowering the essence of great musicianship in our country.
When you started out, the average musician was a technocrat. I mean, many of you guys could read music.
Yes.
Could play an instrument or two. Today's musician usually is a vocalist with some talent, who gets the help of a producer, and then they are an artist and they've got music out in the market. I mean, would you say that some of the simple things like teaching children music, which is happening less and less today, is affecting the quality of the music we get to enjoy?
Absolutely. But we need to take it back to history. In 1981, the then government of Ghana and the World Bank came up with a structural adjustment program. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
And Ghana was so broke, going through famine, that we went to the World Bank and we say, give us, help us. And they said, like, your friend comes to you to say, I'm broke. Can I get a loan to buy food? And say, and you are wearing an iPhone watch. Why don't you sell your watch? So the same way, they said that, you guys are teaching music in your schools. Children you are making a tentebeng. You need money for education. You are going to use this money to buy guitars and pianos and a tentebeng. No way. Take music out of the curriculum. So fast forward 30 years later, when music has been technically and intentionally taken out of our curriculum, it will create an unsophisticated audience. And so if you play music and you use the chords and you get to a point where you put lots of live instruments and increase the musicianship, what you are sort of in quotes and quotes doing is alienating the general market from your product. And musicians must eat. So musicians will not bring in ingenuity. They will rather watch the trends, because it is now built more on vibe
right,
on vibrations and on a sonic experience. They watch the trends and use the technology to create what people can move to,
right.
and not what will move people.
That's fascinating. That's fascinating. I always learn something new with Okyeame Kwame.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, and no doubt we are grateful that artists like you are still around to give us a little bit of what it used to be like.
Yes.
Tell us how much of that originality and musicianship is in your brand new song, Love Locked Down.
So this song is about my life, and my life is original. And so when Richie actually produced this song, but apart from the drums, everything in there was played live. So the saxophone was live, the lead guitar by Ura was live, and even the piano was live by Crazy Keys.
Wow.
So it is like a semi-live music production, bringing live instruments to play. And so that means that it's not just one producer. It is the energy of about 5 or 6 people, and plus the energy of Adina and my own energy coming up. This song is a really, really simple song. The chord, it's not very technical, but it's because we wanted it to have an arbitrary representation of how simple love is.
Oh.
Yes, so
like
Love
that.
Lockdown.
Love Lockdown. Listen, we're playing it for the very first time on Joy 99.7 FM. Will you introduce it for us?
Okay, so hi, my name is Okyeame Kwame, and for the first time airplay. This is Love Lockdown, produced by Richie. It's a hit, man, and featuring Adina, myself, and it's my true story. So enjoy it.
Fresh and brand new.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new favorite song, Love Lockdown. Okyeame Kwame featuring Adina.
Yes.
She's seriously one of the greatest vocalists this country has ever produced.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, and she proves it again here. Yeah. Wow, that's a beautiful tune. I can't get enough of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for coming to play it for the first time here,
Yes.
in person.
Yes, Charlie.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
a choice.
Oh, you don't. Okyeame Kwame, everybody. Thank you. God bless you. And of course, no doubt you'll be hearing more and more of this song on this network.
Ava. I'ma say, a day in the ma okay, yeah, guys, there be no boss say na why cry 25 years in the game on signed then you break all day no night now why cry the time chia or ye fly sir then kush na wash or ye high sir wajiji war sticky abroad honey abroad wakati abroad na why cry mijina me nice so tripod me nine back on so try god ono na share me semi be dimu so high call tina mash white screen so icon me carry anewa achen so fright me rapid dada me to so a rap or rappers na doso so me de na poso my traffic na chose ko deep back oh yeah me flow to second so me ngolo mashata Ghana say bandana moko ho say lazy enye zilo ti me nye VVIP me kuta VASP. Me say, who's on the mic right now? Doctor, who's on the mic right now? Doctor, who's on the mic right now? Doctor, who's on the mic right now? Couple cheers, 7 cousin dream London. Come me fierce na my first walk share Croydon. 4 years na me get me do free wedding. Boys rush him doff na me bedding. Ya tete ni wo fieti nyando be me sada. Wacheche ni run up enyumre nyando be paba. We see from the nini where the cham wash ni Prada. We Beyonce ne se nyadi aneti hun se gaga. Wa wana na kwanye ni kala kama na hana kame fanye no basa master never mpe udala mane hala ne woka santi umpa baso nya doctor da tagwa chwana begu $100 bill so that's my sem fan komano no nye friend no nan so onye po no afaka koma mana ne so chimi hu afutu money ti no pe namfo na dwuma bie ye psychologist hwe me sika so ye economist oni madwuma friend me rheumatologist apart from nature so bia hu an any gynecologist me dey ni bege the channel melodies ne ma me si he na me try apologies send ya me ni do na ma fini me dem be fie di na me na be twi this summer holidays. Hey, me ba ofia na o sake me. Now boy no take me. Me no pia now hide me. Now dogs ne back me. E ba ne saying now flash me. Me doom space now baz me. Wish I be base now taxi me. Give me space now rush me. Me be mem now partner. No, me pem now pasha. No, me kashi now paria. No, me chem now pasha. Tie, okay bra na maswaya she odi anwa gusu akosua mpo bechi o kai bra na mi ni do mi shall fro Nipamuana uchi, Ukai Brana Mufamia she, Mishishi, Swan say, ne, my hit, we pay Joe better rap that, we pay Joe better rap that, we pay hits better rap that, baby, I may pay rap that, Ghana, Jay-Z, Meshia, me Beyonce. Mimpe.
Oh my goodness.
Say I'm the best rapper alive. And I guess the Romeo Richie. Backward Germany.
Oh my God.
My brother.
Yes.
You know this, oh my God, you said just reminded me of a joke.
Tell me.
So take it down. So, four rich old people are arguing about their children.
Yes.
And then one says, my son is a lawyer. When he goes to court, my son is a judge. When he goes to work, they call him my lord. Then the other one said, my son is a president. When he goes to work, they call him your excellency. Then the third one said, my son is a musician. When he's on stage, the girls scream, oh my God.
Oh, and the God is here. He says he's Ghana Jay-Z. That makes him Jehovah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The God of rap is here. Rap doctor himself.
My brother. It's been a long time.
Kwame, it's been too long.
Yes.
It's been too long. It's so exciting to see you.
I'm telling you, look
particularly, good. Oh, thank you. You're kind of that. Particularly because, Charlie, what have you been doing?
Okay, you know that earlier this year,
Yeah.
where I did something that I've never done before. I wrote a book with my wife called
Yes.
Love Lockdown,
Yeah.
and the book is doing so well. And I said that because I'm a musician, everything that I do, the central point of it is music. So let me release a song called Love Lockdown. So so I'm here to premiere my new song called Love Lockdown. It was just released about an hour ago.
By
or
the
20
way,
minutes
I mean,
ago.
just to avoid confusion, this is the Cosmopolitan Mix. Yes, why, if you're wondering why Kojo Youngson is hosting it, well, it's been happening for a few days now. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I may not go back to my old life. But today we've been surprised.
Yes.
By Okyeame Kwame, who has just done it again. Brand new music to go with his recent book, Love Lockdown, which he wrote with his wife. Now, this is the track that he's put together to go with it. Oh, actually, we're going to play that to you shortly. We're going to play that to you. I was going to give it all away one time. Hey, Pesa. All right, thank you so much for joining us. It's such a pleasure to bring you yet another edition of the Cosmopolitan Mix.